Buccaneers dominated their first matchup against the Falcons. Can Atlanta even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I just feel like the smells start to change. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. It is so bad, but I love when you cook it right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes it.
Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Fielded at the 7. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Shotgun game out to Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing is Winston. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. To throw, here's Winston. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there in the first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 31. This finds Evans, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
First down from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Winston. It's made by Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Throwing it again here. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on third down. That pass caught by Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is why coaches across all levels of football are putting the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. To make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, be able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
There's a counter kick for Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front.
It's moving up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, their ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. He doesn't swat it away. We're looking at a huge game.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. He finds Evans left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
Hey, I'm finna get 65, I ain't gonna lie, fuck it, bro. I'm Cadillac, fuck everything else. Yeah, fuck everything else. 65, 64.
You getting the CG shit.
They get hard. Fuck you. Oh, you're hard for it.
Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
But look at
37.
alright, nigga. Let me see. Good.
And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses.
Third and long for him here. Ball's out of the pocket quick. They'll make a big for it on the ground. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will take over. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Motioning left is their running back. That's caught for the first. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Here's Winston to the air. And Evans, it's complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. It's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Winston looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hauled in by Godwin. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And again, this is Irving. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense. Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Third down give to Robinson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Short pass caught by his tight end. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the give to Irving. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Buccaneers with a chance to add to their lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This throw is caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. To throw, here's Winston. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Mike Evans with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Falcons, nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Able to find Johnson here. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
A gain of
conservative in running. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Running back
and
sent in motion. From the 17. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attack. And that'll get him back to 11.
Nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. We've reached the break. The Bucs visitors, but fight now to an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27.
On 2nd and 9. That one's complete to London. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chain. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
The Bucs take over
The
first.
Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Irving on the inside give. And this one doesn't go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Winston. That's another quick hitter. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
49-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 2nd down, looking for options. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This finds Evans, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Winston to the air. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Outside, hauled in by Godwin. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Kick the running back in motion. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. First and 10 from the 41. Winston looking to throw. Running right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. They give to Irving, left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On target to Godwin. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing is Winston. And he doesn't see him in the line, so he just got rid of him. And brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until they play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just close.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Fullback drive, fell on the cross. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Handoff to Irving. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Once again, Irving. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Buccaneers take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12.
Falcons 9.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Set to kickoff.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Falcons on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. Let's go. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. The Buccaneers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 42. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw. Here's Winston. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Going with Irving here. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He did it! He made the interception! And the Falcons have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's that toothpaste that they got him for picks in this game. He's got to be perfect. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 26-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons facing a 5-point deficit. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the farm block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12.
Falcons 16.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 3. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. We've got 75 seconds left to work with here. They have got to come up with this onside kick. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out. Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Right back to Irving now. He breaks the tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Buccaneers winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.